So this basically means that the Dalasi originates from the English word. Welcome back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, please make sure that you subscribe so you can be part of Rene's family. We have the Rene gang going on, so if you want to be part of it, please subscribe. So today I decided to do a quick video regarding our currency in the Gambia, because I feel like it's something that we need to talk about. You know, if you're actually relocating to a completely different country, or you were born and raised in the Gambia and you do not know about your currency, oh my God, what's wrong with you then? So like myself, I've always thought Dalasi was actually a Mandinka word because it sounds so much of a Mandinka word, but unfortunately it's not. So based on research, it shows that Dalasi was not actually a Mandinka word. So but what I'm going to do is dive right into this video and tell you all you need to know about my currency in the Gambia. So guys, when you hear the word Dalasi, what comes in your mind? What country do you actually think it came from? So please comment down below and tell me, when you hear the word Dalasi, what do you think it is? So as we already know that the Gambian Dalasi, which is the GMD, is issued by the Bank of Gambia, and it also flows freely against other world currencies. So our currency, you can access it anywhere in the world. So if you want to do any exchange because you're traveling to Gambia, you can actually access it anywhere in Africa and also in the Western. So another thing that you guys need to know about the Gambia when it comes to our currency is that Dalasi was not the first currency we actually had. The first currency we had was called the Gambian pound. So the Gambian pound was actually the currency of the Gambia between 1965 and 1971. So in between 1965 and 1971, Gambia used to use the Gambian pound. So where did this Gambian pound actually came from? Or was it Gambia alone that used to use that? No, it wasn't. Actually, Gambia used the British West African pound until it actually issued its own currency on October 5th, 1964. So this was actually a West African British pound, and I believe still some West African countries still use the West African British pound, but Gambia used to use this as well, the West African British pound, until in 1964 when they decided to basically use their own currency and basically do their own thing, which I'm proud of Gambia for doing that, because it's nice for Africans to do their own thing, you know, have their own label, you know, not to look up to the Western all the time, because we have a lot of resources, we have a lot of things, and at the end of the day, all these resources that we use in the Western is actually from Africa. So Africa is rich on its own, so we actually do not need, you know, help from nowhere else, because I believe that people need help from Africans instead. That's how I see it. So the motherland is very rich with everything, just name it and it's there. But I don't think we actually know the used or the value of Africa. But it's I'm basically happy that nowadays we are actually waking up to understand and also value what we own and appreciate our own as Africans. So this is truly really good. So in 1971, the Dalasi replaced the pound at a rate of £1 equals to $5, which means that $1 was also equals to 4 shilling. So in 1971, the Dalasi, that's when the Dalasi replaced itself from the pound to Dalasi, which basically means that the rate of £1 was then equals to $5, and meaning that $1 then equals to 4 shilling. So as we already know that $5 has always been a note. So $5 was actually equals to 1 British pound. So £1 was basically equal to $5. So which basically means that at the time, the $5 note wasn't actually a $5 note, it was £1. So when Gambia decided to have their own currency, that £1 was then changed into $5, which then means that the £1 was then equals to $5, because before everything changed, that $5 was actually a £1 note. So that's how it used to work. I hope that makes sense. So then it basically meant that 1 Gambian pound was actually made up of 20 shillings, which then means that each shillings was actually made up of 12 pence. So this is so interesting. You guys can do more research to understand it a bit more. So also $1 is also composed of 100 butudes. So this basically means that if you had 100 butudes, it basically means that that's basically composed of $1. So $1, if you wanted $1 and you had 100 butudes, that's basically $1. So it basically means that $1 was also composed of, or is still composed of, 100 butudes. So butudes, we actually don't use butudes anymore because I don't think anyone uses butudes. So because I think if you ask like the younger generation butudes, how many butudes make of $1, they'll be telling you crazy amounts of numbers and you'll be like, what? So the other thing that you need to know, which is so interesting, like I was so shocked when I read this and I was like, really? I'll tell you guys how why I actually thought it was actually a Mandinka word. So all along I thought this was a Mandinka word, not knowing that it actually came from the French. So I'll tell you. So the word Dalasi derives from the West African francs called dollar 5 franc coin. So this basically means that the Dalasi originates from the English word. So no wonder why people actually get confused with Dalasi and dollar. So if you look at it, Dalasi was originated from the word dollar, but then Dalasi itself, it actually derives from the West African French dollar 5 franc coin. So this, it's basically something that I know most of us will learn from, because most of us didn't actually know this, and I bet most of my Gambian brothers and sisters didn't actually know this too. So it's basically very interesting, and I will be more than happy to share more of the Gambian history with you guys, interesting things like this. So guys, I hope you really did enjoy this video and you've learned something new just like I did. So I'll always provide you guys with great content when it comes to the Gambia. So I hope you guys are following along, and if you've missed my previous videos, please do me that favor and just scroll down and watch whatever you want to watch. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you're new to this channel, you already know what to do. Press that subscribe button. See you on my next video. Goodbye.